Okay, we'll get rid of the audio changer, the voice changer. Okay, listen, listen, listen. It may or may not have come to my attention, okay, that I did not fully plug in the internet cable to the Wi-Fi router. So it was a little loose. So when I would raise and lower the desk, it was kind of pulling the cable out of the router. So my bad. My bad. Problem has been resolved. We're good now. That shouldn't happen again. I hope. It kind of has been like an off and on issue for a little bit now either way, so we'll see how it goes. I'm not in the like hold my breath and expect it to be perfect just yet or anything of the sort. That's for damn sure. But it should be much better than it was before, chat. So listen, okay? We were going sicko mode before, and we need you guys to go sicko mode again. Make sure you're getting those likes, the reposts, and comments out there, okay? We had 20 people in here a minute ago, and we were barely live for like 5-10 minutes. My bad, okay? I understand that I fucked up, okay? But it wasn't my fault. I didn't know. So I'm going to give everybody just a second or two to slowly kind of roll in here, okay? We're not going to take forever. I didn't want to take forever, but I did want to say, because I've been very blessed. I've been very blessed. The opportunity, or at least, or sorry, more so the situation that I find myself in is very advantageous. I didn't just splurge on these things myself, okay? I want to make that very clear. I, in my collaborative efforts with a blocks team, they took the opportunity to kind of give me some love. So I definitely want to give a shout out to my blocks family and the blocks team. Without them, I wouldn't have been able to get this beautiful upgrade. They figured that with everything that we're doing, you know, they wanted to help push the show towards a bigger, brighter, and better future. So we made some expenses. We got a couple of additives to the show. Nothing too crazy. Just a new microphone, new standing desk, just some little odds and ends to just help take it to the next level. Of course, I do have the new soundboard for you guys as well, so we'll have some fun there. I am still working on the sound effects system with that. I'm getting used to how it works and everything, so that... Oh, wait, does that mute that for you guys? No. No. Interesting, no? Interesting, no? Okay, but yeah, I see you guys are slowly rolling back in. So anyway, we're going to get down into it, check out the charts, check out the bags, let's see how everything is looking, give you guys some updates. If we've got some questions and stuff, let me know. Today's show is not going to be super long. We're not having a masterclass episode today, unfortunately. This is, for any of my blocks people or any of the masterclass students, going to be just a regular show. Me and the blocks team have some meetings. We're trying to get some new partnerships and stuff in the works, so I've got to be there. I do have some other personal stuff going on, watching the charts and things of that nature as well. Let alone, we do have the FOMC minutes later today at like 1:30 in the afternoon, so it's like much later in the day. So a lot of stuff going on today, to say the least. So we're going to give you the alpha, we're going to give you the nitty gritty. If you guys are already in position the way you should have been like 2 fucking weeks ago, then like we're golden. Everybody's in the profit, like huge. Everyone's in the profit, depending on how much leverage you're using, where you got your entry at exactly and whatnot. I mean, you could be up like 300%, up to 500%. You know, it just depends on your position size and capital and all that stuff. Let me get these blue light babies on here too. Oh, and that screen reset, I've got to turn. I see that. I think they all reset, actually. No, this one has the blue light filter on. This one has the blue light filter on. That one has it off. I need to fix that because I had to completely disconnect everything, redo the whole setup, cable management, the whole nine, because I wanted to make it look nice instead of being half-assed the way it was in the first place. You feel me? You feel me? So we're gonna dive on into a chat. I see everybody's slowly getting in here again. There's 16 of the 20 people that were here before, so I let the rest of y'all get a pass. But listen, brother. Get those likes out, get those reposts out, help your boy, okay? We gotta make it happen, okay? We gotta make it happen. I am at some point gonna see if I can't disconnect the camera here too, give you guys a little bit of a walkabout of the new set, kind of docks the setup a little bit. It's not like there's anything I want to hide from it, but it's because it's pretty cool. It is still like, I wouldn't necessarily say a work in progress, but it's definitely something that I'm excited to see finally coming into life. And let me make sure that I've got everything on here. Chat's on, counters on, that's on. Cool. Okay. So, chat, let's jump over. Beautiful angel. Oh, I have to fix that. I have to fix this camera over here. Wait, no, not that part. Webcam's cooked in there. There you go, Baba. There you go. That's what I'm talking about now. Okay, chat. Okay, let's make it happen. So, of course, we're going to go over our babies, our beauties, our favorites. You guys always know the drill. I've got to resize this because it's cut out of the screen a little bit there for whatever reason. There we go. Okay, chat. So, we're going to take a look at a bunch of different stuff today, but first and foremost, of course, we're going to start with Bitcoin and kind of go from there, give you guys all the alpha, all the nitty-gritty. I do want to pull up a separate tab here, though, get our CMC, get our crypto bubbles up as well. We'll take a look at the overall market, get some sentiment insight, and then dive on into everything, chat. Okay, so this is CoinMarketCap. For anyone that doesn't know, any of the normies and the regulars, we are taking a look. We've got 16.24 million different cryptos, 820 different exchanges you can trade them on. Current market cap sitting at around 3.39 trillion, down 2.59% in the last 24 hours. The 24-hour volume, though, sitting at 118.22 billion, also down 4.27%. Dominance, with Bitcoin still sitting extraordinarily high at 62.9%. Ethereum slowly climbing to 9.4%, slowly giving us signs and signals towards the coming alt season, but it is a ways away. As we can see, we've got 23 of 100 on the alt season score, but a 68 on the Fear and Greed Index, giving insight as to the fact that investors are holding. They're not looking to sell as rampantly, despite how price action is looking. So, you know, we can argue about that, but I digress, chat. 1 second, moving some orders around here. You guys know me. Good. And you know what I could do too? I gotta pull up where's the book map? There she is. Let's drop book map. Oh wait, chill. Oh wait, yeah, and I could put the book button over here too, and the chat box, and everything. I forgot I made those all invisible. My bad, guys. I still need to get the Blocks logo for advertising in here as well. I completely forgot to get that to set up. That is my bad. Where do I want to put this so it won't be in the way? I mean, I guess right there is going to be the best spots. We'll just have it like that. It's not gonna be perfect, but it is what it is. Okay, my bad. Here, we're good now. Perfect. You the man. Hey, blessed. Blessed. No, yeah, I goofed. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I goofed. When I had to fix the setup, my brother in Christ, I didn't plug in a router all the way. So as soon as I went to look at it, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong? I grabbed it, and I noticed the internet cable that goes into it, like the twisty spiral jank one, you know what I'm talking about? It was like wiggling as soon as I picked it up. I was like, oh shit. That's why the internet keeps going out. And then I looked at myself in the mirror and I said,
You need to lock the fuck in. Cause you're playing too much bullshit.
If you can't tell, I can't get enough of the voice changing.
Despite the fact in it that I can do my own impressions and voices, I mean, I just can't help myself. A voice changer to just make it a little bit more interesting, just add a little bit of extra spice of life. Is it just me, right? Also, Nikon, how are you gonna come in here hating on Justin? That's crazy. What did he do? What did he do? We love Justin, but we also do love to hate on Justin. I won't lie, I do also like to give him shit every now and then as well. But as a fellow number Nazi, I can only hate on him so much, okay? Just being valid, I keep it real. Schoolboy era, man. Yeah, bro, no. As a tech nerd and a computer science major and everything, I'm not even gonna go off on that tangent. Like, I know how to set up my own DNS and servers and routers and everything. I took a class in high school. Very disappointed in myself over the fact that I did not double check that motherfucker was screwed in all the way. Stupid amateur rookie mistake. We're just gonna leave it at that, brother. We're gonna leave it at that. Let's get back to the bullshit, okay? So, so we can see though. Trending coins, nothing too crazy. Trending on Dex, nothing's really having a field day. I mean, except for this like BNX over here, up 120,000%, probably unvalidatable or like jank or something. I mean, sometimes coins like that. I mean, because look at this one as well, up 6,000%. I mean, maybe, but that's wrapped as well. So those are always like super. Where you see it's not verifiable. Holy shit! Yeah, no, look at this bullshit ass rug. Yeah, I'm out of there. Ignore that, chat. Ignore that. Also, please, 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 guys, let me know if I'm too loud now. I know before I was too quiet. Please let me know if I'm way too loud, if I'm peaking, if I'm blowing your eardrums out, because this new microphone is way better. And it doesn't look any different on my end than the old microphone used to look. So if I'm making your ears bleed, please let me know so I can adjust the mixer settings. If I end up shouting or something and blow your eardrums out now, I can't help you. I'm giving you a fair warning now, so you gotta let me know, chat. You gotta let me know. Always ends up being the simplest things. You're killing it. All good, my man. Appreciate you, JC. You're fucking legend. I love that guy. I love that guy. No, yeah, it really is always the little things. And it's like, I always like to joke and say that, like, leave it to technology to start to not work right when you need it to work most in particular. Like, right when you're about to finally get into something you want to show it off or, like, flex or whatever, it doesn't fucking work. Like, what? Anyway, I'll stay on that tangent all day long if you let me chat. Yeah, no, market's in a tizzy. We've got a bunch of stuff going on this week with, of course, we've got the scare from the tariffs. Like I said, we've got the FOMC. I think we had the, what was the other metric that just dropped? Like the consumer good reports or something like that? The GDP, right, the GDP is coming out. We've got the core index. We've got the spending MMO. We've got the income coming out. There's just so much shit happening over the next couple of days. Sound is good? Bless. Thank you. There's just so much stuff going on right now. So, I mean, all of this volatility and uncertainty in the market is to be expected, to be completely frank, but still important to pay attention to nonetheless. So, why don't we as well? We'll kind of glance over here real quick because there's not too much otherwise to go over. 7-day index. We've got some runners, Zcash, Hyperliquid, SPX 6900, Injected, Pancake Swap, Jupiter 4, WorldCoin. Nothing huge. Biggest gainer 25%. Biggest losers 18%, 16%. Love to see Trump up here on the biggest fucking losers, man. I called that dude. Everyone was, oh, he's gonna make us rich. He's gonna go to the moon, blah blah blah. And I'm like, listen, bro, listen. That shit's gonna run and then shit the bed quicker than you could get it listed on an exchange and try to cash out. And that's exactly what happened. I'm not even about to get started on that. Pudgy Penguins, just shame to see them up here. I got a little bit of love for them. I know they've got like toys in Walmart and shit like that. There's Pi up here again, Sonic up here again, Sui, Caspa, unfortunately. Render up here as well, Mutable X, Stacks. Okay. It's not too much to go over here. There's a lot of information on here. You can get completely lost in this website. Definitely check it out if you never have before. But that's more or less all she wrote for what I wanted to kind of go over here. We could, we could always, if we wanted to, jump into the community page, look at news, articles, price predictions, topics, etc., things of that nature. Again, this is a very, very, very valuable website to find information and things of that nature. I will even almost honestly take a look. Any news? Any news? Any news? Nothing really catching my eye. It's 12 o'clock. Nice. Okay, we'll jump over to Bubbles as well here. See how we're looking. Pretty red on the day. Unbelievably red on the day. Again, unsurprisingly with everything going on, it's kind of like buy the hype, sell the news. Okay on the week. Mostly red. We've got a little green. Month has been pretty good, but it's looking to start turning over. You've got a lot of those greens there getting a little faded, and some of those reds kind of leeway through, getting a little bit darker is what it is. As far as the hourly goes, we are trying to see a little bit of life. We'll see if it lasts as we get closer and closer to the Fed minutes later. Be very curious to see if we have a nothing burger today or if there's actually going to be any news to be had. But I digress. Let us dive into the bullshit today, okay? So we're going to start with the monthly. Monthly's looking cooked right now. We want to run on a monthly, but we're extremely, extremely, extremely overextended, okay? We've already got crazy fucking divergence on the RSI. We do have a run potential on the stochastic RSI and divergence. We do have no hidden divergence or reversals showing up, which is a negative sign as far as an extreme and or long-term sustainable pump, but nothing to kind of panic about just yet. I'm not saying that the run or the bull market or anything like that is over. There's still time. It's just taking patience. They're trying to fuck around with people, get people wicked out and stopped out. I very likely suspect we're going to do a bear trap going into the next month here as we close out the quarter, and then things are going to go on a run. It's just taking a bit of time to get there, chat. So we're going to go to the lower time frames and take a look more so at why I feel that way. The weekly being the main kicker. We've already practically had a bearish engulfing candle at this point on the weekly. We've got 4 days left. It's already very, very red. Unless we get some crazy news over the next couple of days, then this is going to look to close, sustain itself. We'll probably look to develop a VRVP in this range, if not get sucked into the smaller macro VRVP inside of this range where we were. Look to bounce around, try to find support before we get that next break. All we need is a quick lackluster reset on the weekly, and then we'll have the opportunity to run. But again, we do have divergence, extreme price action divergence on the RSI, with that coinciding with the momentum wave shift from the stochastic RSI and divs. So we have to keep those in mind. We cannot just ignore that and think that we're going to be okay here. Is there the opportunity for it to run or at least send some of that love to alts? And then for things to kind of just switch up, get a little bit different here? Yes. Definitely. But the thing I want everybody to be well aware of, and I know everyone always, not everyone, but I know people get frustrated with me sometimes, and they're like,
Sebastian, why are you always bearish? When are you going to tell us we can run? When are you going to tell us the price action is green? When are we going to get some better days?
listen, we're going to get better days when we get better days. Stop grilling me. Stop grilling me, okay? It'll happen when it happens. There is nothing you or I can do to affect the price action and pump the market, okay? Just get it through your head now, okay? Please, chat, that I don't control the markets. Now listen, I'm manifesting, I'm meditating, I'm making it happen on the sidelines. I'm doing what I can to affect the price action. But to keep it a buck with you, I ain't got shit on the market, okay? There's people out there with millions of dollars in cash that got in like day one, way back. What was it? 2018, 2019, right? Something like that, if I'm not mistaken. I forget when it was that my stepdad was like, "Yo, you should get in on this coin," and he made a bunch of money on KAS. That's a whole separate conversation, but yeah, it's not me, okay? Just
Hold your horses and be patient. The pump is coming. Just not yet. At least as far as the TA is telling me.
But anyway, let's lock back in, chat. I just had to get it out there, man. I feel like people get salty with me sometimes, and I don't want to hear it. And it's like, listen, I'm not going to sit here and tell you we're going to run if it doesn't look like we're going to run. 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, you're in a situationship where the market can go either way. It could pump, it could pull back, it could range. It's just a matter of playing the possibilities, looking at the potential, and seeing which trade, which opportunity has more weight and more validity to it than the rest, and then going from there. As we've talked about before, I just keep it real with you guys. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. There is not a single TA guy on the market that knows what they're talking about. It is all confidence and guessing and checking. It's kind of like when you're in math or science, you have a hypothesis, you have a prediction, you're looking to find a solution. You know that mx plus b equals c, or whatever the fuck the algebraic equation is. You know what I'm fucking talking about. Go ask one of your kids if you don't remember. I'm sure they're in algebra right now and they can tell you. I just remember, what is it? Y equals mx plus b. There you fucking go. But sometimes you're missing a variable. You've got to move stuff around, you've got to swing it, you've got to play the range until you get to that solution. Okay, and that's what this is all about, is you have an idea, you have a conviction, for whatever reason the price is going to go up, it's going to go down, so now you need to do technical analysis, market research, look at the news, look at the statistics, look at the trend, weigh your options, time the market, and then execute. That's what it's all about. And then you just wait. Anyway, we're not going to get too deep into that. We'll save that for the masterclass, okay? But, again, taking a look at the weekly here. Yeah, we're fucked on the weekly. Like, if you ignore everything else, this motherfucker's coming down. Like, we could still range a little bit before we dump, but this motherfucker's coming down. And I do think we will range up here a little bit more, unfortunately, due to the fact that the daily is a downright mess right now. And I know that's the case because everybody's holding their breath waiting on the news. People are trying to out-trade and pre-trade the market, so it's causing a lot of confusion, a lot of uncertainty. It's so extra, you know what I mean? Anyway, coming on down to the daily real quick again. This is where things get super confusing. The daily's unbelievably red, and we look like we want to dump at this point. We've been sitting inside of what I've been looking at as a potential flag for a little while now, looking to dump and reject off of the breakout from the value high from the previous range. We've marked out the major levels here, and we're paying attention to them very closely. We're still potentially looking to play out that inverted head and shoulders that we talked about like a while ago now. We made that prediction. Just kind of pulled it out of my ass, but it's slowly manifesting, so that's great. It's kind of just a waiting game at this point to see if we do or don't find support somewhere in this level over the next 6+ hours. Of course, we have the next daily close in 7 hours here, with which inside of that we have the Fed minutes and etc. today. So we'll play it by ear. I'll keep you guys updated inside of the Wall Street Disciples chat, inside of the Blocks TG. So if you guys aren't in there, make sure you're jumping on over. I made sure to link the Blocks X inside of the space description today. So for any of you that are watching on alternative platforms, come and check us out, man. And if you haven't already as well, follow me on X, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, etc. Find my links, join the Discord, get involved. We're always cooking up some stuff. We've got some stuff going on behind the scenes, and we are working on our next giveaway, which we are going to be rolling out next month. We've already got the vote that the community decided that they want the tickets, the raffle tickets, to be cheaper rather than expensive, so that everybody can participate instead of just the OGs in the community. So say thank you to them, because I was going to have it just be the OGs and the supporters. But the next vote, which you guys need to make sure that you're voting on in the Discord, is whether is how many winners they're going to be, how wide we're going to split up the prize pool. Do we want to have just one person win a fat ass bag? Do we want to have 2 people win an okay bag, 3 people win a medium bag, 4 or 5 people win something? I leave that up to you guys. It makes no difference for me. I don't care. Let me know in the chat. Otherwise, yeah, no, you guys already know the drill. But yeah, no, we're stocking this pretty close here. This range is, the same setup and situationship as we've been seeing on KAS, breaking out of a flag, trying to see if we're going to sustain ourselves. Pick up Yoda, chill. And that's kind of bouncing and ranging around. Back to Bitcoin real quick. Let's lock in, finish this out, and then we'll get to the others before we call it a day. Yeah, Bitcoin trying. Okay. Yeah, so our daily is a mess along with some of our other mid times. So we've just got to let it kind of play out right now, give it some time. Like I said, it's very likely going to bounce due to the way that the stochastic is looking, but our RSI does still have range to push us down lower as well. So it's anyone's guess, and it's just going to take a lot of patience at this point to get the confirmation for that move to fully play out on the other side of things. Beautiful, beautiful angels. Okay, and then that's good over there. And of course, you guys already know the drill. I'm jumping back and forth between the accounts, making sure that everyone is good, getting some DCA'd hedge long positions in. We are still, of course, still riding out our shorts. Pull that over and give you guys a looky update on that in just a second here. This is loading, taking its time. Beautiful. All right. And then I'll pull this over here, give you guys a gander. Everything is still looking gorgeous. Gorgeous. Just DCAing into some longs. We had some other ones when the internet went out and we got fucking stopped instead of being able to get a better entry at the bottom because it was showing signs of divergence on a lower time frame. I'm not even about to sit here and get mad. It was my fault anyway. But yeah, so we're still holding short, holding long. Position is up $12,000 right now, so you know we stay winning. You know we stay winning. We've taken a little bit of profit off the top of that, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, not much, just 700. That was ages ago, though. We're probably looking, and we're going to give it a little bit more time at this point to de-risk this pretty shortly here, and then continue to DCA long here. We're just taking it a little bit at a time at this point with extremely low leverage. The short is sitting at 70 just because we pulled capital out of that. Otherwise, it would have been much lower. And we've got the long at 10x. Still got a couple thousand sitting in there, a couple thousand sitting in there. We've got some other money sitting on the side. We do also have capital. Makes it a little bit more convenient that way. Sitting on spot, not doing anything. Just so it's not in here and we don't accidentally open up a fucking ginormous ass trade that we're not trying to open. Because this slider can be a little funky sometimes when you've got way too much money in there. If you're not paying attention and looking at those tiny numbers sometimes, oh yeah, you accidentally open up a position really big compared to what you want to open up. So makes my life a little bit easier that way. But yeah, we always just take it low and slow, little bit at a time, and then we chase up the entry following price action as we go, so that if anything crazy happens, we're never in an unadvantageous position, or we're never in a position to get wrecked or destroyed or anything of the sort. I can go on and on about how to have safety in your trades and so on and so forth, but this is what the master class is for, ladies and gentlemen. So if you enjoyed the really alpha stuff, if you enjoy the really deep dive stuff, make sure that you're following along, you're keeping up to date for the more advanced show. As of right now, it is free, just for you guys to get some extra exposure, to get a bit of an idea as to what and how we're doing it, so I can actually give you guys a look at the P&Ls and kind of flex a little bit and show off that I actually know what the fuck I'm talking about, and I'm not just a dirty G-gen scamming everybody for their money. And once you guys kind of get a better feel for me, what I'm doing, despite the fact that I've been doing this for almost a year at this point, publicly publicizing and showing off my trades, you know, figure we take our time, build it up low and slow. But anyway, yeah, the course right now is free. Pretty soon we are going to look to make it a limited class and course, so there'll only be something like 20-30 people in there that will pay either a per class or per month fee to be able to have more one-on-one sessions with me, to get private information, to actually have the exact signals and calls and levels that we're always looking at, instead of leaving things a little vague and open to interpretation and such. I mean, again, me and any and all crypto influencers, gurus, and such, we can't just tell you this is where it's going up, this is where it's going down at a moment's notice during a live, because 20 minutes later that might change and you won't know when you're not on the live. But for any and all of the people that are going to be looking to take the course, we are going to open up a completely separate community and chat for alpha, where not only will you have my information and biases and calls and signals, but we're going to have some other legends in the space in there as well, who are very well informed and educated, and while they may not be traders, They have been investors for quite some time, and they're looking to kick things up a notch and help us out with everything that we're doing here as well. We can go on and on and on about that all day, but I can't give you guys all the alpha all at once. So make sure you're just keeping your eyes and ears open out for that. It's going to be really exciting to bring out for you guys, but back into the charts, back into the nitty gritty. We've got to finish out here. Looking to come down again already. And this is why we keep a tight stop. Anyway, chat. I'm sorry. I'm on cloud 9. It's a great day. I'm loving the new setup. It's so nice to be able to stand and still be in frame, still be good. Everything's chilling. I can step back from the microphone a little bit, and I'm sure it sounds a bit, rangy, but it still sounds just crisp. It's just, I'm in love with the new mic. It's so good. So good. I'm sorry. Sorry I moaned in your ear. I won't do it again. I'm a clown, bro. Would you believe me if I told you I was sober? You probably wouldn't. But I am. I'm just high on life. Man. I really, for anyone who's been curious, for any of the OG fans, for any of the people that come from the Wee Jesus days, funny enough, I haven't been smoking at all like I used to, bro. Like, I used to do fucking quarter-gram dabs and fucking, like, go through an ounce in 2 weeks and, like, kill a cart in a couple of fucking days. Like, I could kill a gram cart or a 2-gram cart in, like, 2 days. 2-3 days. Like, it was nothing. I was feverish. Granted, that's with me and Kara smoking and shit like that as well. But the times that have been a-changing for the past, like, I mean, probably as long as I've been in the KAS ecosystem, to be honest. I mean, granted, it's had its ups and downs, but I have not been smoking as much as I used to at all. I've really been cutting back, and it's funny almost even. Kara almost even gets frustrated with me sometimes. Love you, baby, not to call you out. She almost gets frustrated with me sometimes, and she's like, what do you mean you don't want to smoke? And I'm like, bro, we just smoked like 6 hours ago. And she's like, yeah, exactly. We smoked 6 hours ago. I'm sober now. And I'm like, listen, I'm not saying I'm still high, but I don't want to get high again. I'm chilling. Like, that was good earlier. I'm good now. I don't even have to get started on all that. It's so funny to me, but it's been nice. I mean, once upon a time, it was like, I wouldn't necessarily say a therapy, but I mean, it was a this, it was a that, and a third. I do still smoke for, like, the medical reasons. It helps my back. For any of you that don't know, I was in 2 car accidents. I have a rotated bull hip joint, and my spine is like an S, like I have scoliosis. So I have a lot of back problems, hence the yoga and the other stuff. But aside from that, I have insomnia, I have anxiety, I have Asperger's. I talk about that all the time, etc. So although I seem cool, calm, and collected on here, A, that's just because I've gotten used to it and I'm masking. But B, with some of that stuff sometimes, a little bit of schmeed does help, because otherwise I'm up all night. Great for the trades. But, I've got anxiety and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And then, I mean, the biggest kicker is sometimes, too, is, like, I have an appetite problem. So, like, I don't particularly get hungry like that. I think I get it from my grandma. It's something she's dealt with her whole life. I know a part of that for her was because she had cancer, but it's still something she deals with now, and it was something she dealt with before. I don't know. Maybe it's all in my head, but like I think it is related to my Asperger's, or in particular, my autism or the ADHD. I'm not entirely sure. It falls somewhere in there, in that you hyperfixate on one thing or another, and you just don't get hungry, or you don't focus on it or something. I don't know. Someone do some research on it. Drop it in the chat. Let me know. I know I'm kind of right. I just don't have all the facts in front of me, obviously. Hey, look, there's my fucking guy, bro. I love Jigsy so much. Love Jigsy so much. And can we all take a moment to just talk about how jealous we are, because I know everyone is, of that PFP, bro. I wanted that thing so bad. And I'm not mad. I'm just salty because you don't even like coffee. The man won the coffee NFT and he doesn't even like coffee. I know you and Wolf were in talks about doing like a mocha-esque style flavor or something of that nature, so I'm hoping that it still does end up getting worked out. But it's just so hilarious and ironic to me. And to top it off, you were sitting right next to the man when you minted it. Oh my days. Oh my days. What is life? Oh God. Again, chat, this is why we are concerned with the range right now. Everything is so disgustingly messy. The 4-hour, just like the daily, is looking to reverse and give us some range. We are still trending inside of this flag, though, so I'm expecting us to get rejected off of here, do a fake breakout potentially, and then do a wreckage after the fact. So we're watching it. We're keeping track. We've got our limits and our levels and alerts set up, so we're watching that to let you know. Gonna make it a chocolate-based coffee thing. Yes, no, please. That shit'll be fire. I love a good like mocha coffee, or like a frappuccino or something like that, or like a frappe. Bro, they're so good. They're so good. I just love chocolate in general. No pun intended. I do always like to joke and say that I like chocolate so much and I love eating chocolate so much because I want my insides to be the same color as my outsides. Just me? No? I'm not funny, I know. Anyway, chat. See, this is why I need to get the laugh track on the soundboard set up, so the next time when you guys don't laugh, they'll laugh for you. Don't worry, we're going to figure it out. I was working with it earlier, but I was following the settings and doing what it said, but it still wasn't working, so I've got a video set up I'm going to watch later and figure it out. Bear with that. People are going to kill me if I fuck it up. Yeah! Oh, no, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If it's not good, people are going to be salty as fuck. You'll never live that down, I'm telling you right now. Because you know as well as I do that coffee addicts don't play about the Joe. So, you know, I'm sure Wolf will help you make sure it's good enough. But yeah, no, if people don't absolutely love it, they're definitely going to look at you sideways when we have the meetup. Don't worry. As long as Wolf is around you, no one's going to fuck with you because that guy is huge. Anyway, yeah, chat, 4 hours a mess. It looks like it wants to run. We've got some divergence that we played off of on the 4-hour, but we already came down on that, so it's kind of invalidated. Is there a world where we have a disgustingly messy upside down head and shoulders right there? No, that's way too messy. I mean, it looked like it wanted to be a double bottom, which I did call out the other night. Hey, chill, bro. There's not enough room up here for you. Casper, damn it. Get down. I don't want to hear it. Go. Yeah. Damn cat. Anyway. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any, like, triangles or cup and handles or anything. I mean, other than a flag. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I guess there could potentially be a sim that we've already looked to break out of somewhere like in these levels here, how these lines are kind of intersecting. It's all super messy though. Again, a lot of it's more or less guesswork. And we're kind of just gonna play it by ear at this point. It's not even worth trying to hyper trade and do the most. That's how you get wrecked. Like, I used to be a scalper degen and like get in and out on the 5-minute time frame. But it's also a really good way to get shit on, especially if you're not able to watch, track, or pay attention to your trades. It's better to just go low and slow, be careful, and then play larger, bigger ranges to get more returns. Because I mean, sure, you can play the 5-minute and try to get like that quick little 1 or 2%, but why not play the overall range on a bigger time frame and get the whole move? You know what I'm saying? Of course that's Bitcoin, so like that's not really a large area, but you get what I'm saying here. Coming down to the 1 hour real quick before we go down to the double chart, we can see that things are again messy. The 1 hour does want to continue to dump. We are looking to potentially break down and create divergence on the RSI. We have already initiated a first breakout, but we have not looked to make a double dip yet, so I will be tracking and looking for that. The 1 hour is already pushing up for a lackluster reset to pull us back down. So it's just going to keep being messy, unfortunately, chat. Nothing exciting coming anytime soon. I can more or less almost guarantee, again, please listen to me, chat. I can more or less almost all but guarantee we are going to have a dump and a pullback. But listen to me when I say this, please. Don't fucking go sell your house, sell the car, remortgage your finances, fucking max out your debt to get into a short or something right now. We are already in the position. We've been in the position for an unbelievably long amount of time. The price could jump up to 11 cents right now and we wouldn't get stopped out, okay? We're already in a position. We're already locked in. Do not do anything fucking stupid and open up a crazy ass short right now. Could you? And it probably make profit. Yes, but please DCA in and go low and slow and practice the process. Oh, I'm sitting here trying to show you the damn chart and I pulled it to the other screen. We're already in position, okay? We're locked in. Don't try to do something stupid just so you can catch up because you're late. It's like one of those, because I'm not telling you to get into a position right now. So it's not one of those like do as I say, not as I do kind of situations. Do as I do, brother. Do as I do, because we're already good. $12,000 profit. We're good. I can close that motherfucker right now. Go to sleep. We're good. We're good. Please don't do anything stupid. Please, please, please. We've got the FOMC meeting today. That could change everything. If Trump tweets tomorrow and says, haha, I was joking, there's no tariffs coming, that will change everything. Okay, you guys already know this market, this season, this cycle, very, 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 very different than last time, okay? Very, very different than last cycle. A lot of you are new. Some of you are seasoned, okay? But either way, it doesn't matter. The important part is to take your time and to make profit, not to make losses and fucking gamble. We're not gambling. We're investing. We're trading. We're building our portfolios. We're trying to make generational wealth, not generational debt. Keep that in mind, please and thank you. Anyway, back to the chart so we can finish the show. We have already been live for 42 minutes and I have a meeting in about 30 minutes. Or am I late to the meeting? Is it low? That you sent me that a while ago, Justin. My bad, I did not see that. My brother in Christ, I'm not gonna lie to you. The mic is maxed out. It is as loud as it's gonna get. I'm not gonna lie to you. It literally doesn't go any louder. I could just talk louder. Like, I will not lie. I try to keep my volume like reasonable because I have neighbors and I don't want to be that guy. So like I try to never shout because I know I'm black. And black people talk loud as fuck on accident. Like, I promise you, we're never trying to. It just happens that way. My also theory is that, like, black people usually have bigger families, also Hispanic families, and Hispanic families are also, they also do this as well. I speak from experience. I am Hispanic, for any of you that don't know. And my prediction is, because we all have such big families, because we have so many kids and cousins and etc., is that everyone's in the same room talking and no one can hear each other. So we talk louder to hear each other. And that kind of just at some point becomes the default. So yeah. Hopefully it's not too bad though. I'm going to watch the recording back and see what's up. I'm going to get back to you as well. I see you message me. I've been so swamped. I haven't had the chance to lock in and touch base with everyone. I'm a busy man. I'm a busy man. I know everybody wants my attention. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not ignoring you. I promise. We're making money. Oh, my stupid ass. I was about to say. Thought they closed my shit. I'm like, what? Logged into the wrong account. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I was about to say, what the hell? Because these are about to get stopped out in a second here, but I want them to get stopped out at like break even if that's going to be the case. Okay, anyway. Sorry, chat. I know I'm all over the place. Yeah, the hour's going to want to run through a lackluster move. We're trying to bounce off of this smart money contract. 32 minutes to the close on that candle. FOMC coming in an hour, give or take. So that's where we're going to get that run up and then likely rejection up here. We'll see how much of that money transfers into alts. Of course, we can see that on the Bitcoin dominance. We are looking to get some play. Daily wants to come down. Weekly wants to come down. The monthly is still looking to come down as well. So, I mean, that's the thing. We're just dragging. We're ready for alt season. Everything wants to run. It's just the market has been unbelievably volatile and messy, so people refuse to switch over and move around there. Total T is looking funky still inside of this flag as well. 4 hour and 1 hour looking abysmal. Daily wants to run. Weekly wants to come down, though. Monthly wants to run, though. Just got to give it some time now. We just got to be patient, chap. Pull back for the short term. Running in the long term. Coming down to our side-by-side chart, and then we will jump over to KAS, which is what everybody wants. 5 minutes, going to pull back. You guys already took a look at the hour. When we look at these together, yeah, we're probably gonna pull back, wick down, look to threaten a breakdown on that 1 hour. As long as we can sustain it and hold, we'll look to reverse, but that remains to be seen. 30 minutes left on that. Let's take a gander at the 15 and the 30 to get a little bit more insight. 15 is going to come down, but 30 does want to run. So again, we're in a rock and a hard place. We'll probably be caught here for a little bit. Look to flag out. Something kind of like this as of right now. And then look to make a break from there. Potentially. We could break down. I mean, it is a sim triangle. Sim triangles can break up or down. They're about a 50-50 move. They, as far as I've seen, usually break down more than they break up, to be completely honest with you guys. But it is what it is. So now, time for the alpha, everybody. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. How did that even happen just now? What? My bad. Okay. Yeah, let's come over to KAS. Zoom out. Get rid of all my drawings. I know it's messy. Okay. Yeah, so KAS is KAS Charter's beautiful. The monthly, dragging on the Stokes. RSI, casual. We're ready to run. Like this one, that bad boy wants to go. Like, oh, reminds you of the early days of Bitcoin, doesn't it? Should have been buying when I was in diapers, bro. What was I doing? Listen.
When I had the goo goo gaga, I should have simply been DCA into KAS and into, well, I wasn't a baby when KAS was around, but I should have been DCAing into Bitcoin, okay? I should have been buying property, okay? I should be up huge. But instead, I was shitting my diaper and drinking breast milk. What was I thinking? Missed opportunity.
Not gonna happen again, though. I tell you that. Look. You think? Look. Gonna get me started, brother. Anyway, enough of the comedy. Funny guy. Hey, look, he liked that one. I knew someone was gonna like that one. Oh man. Okay. Anyway, yeah, no, monthly chart, we're ready to absolutely blast off, but we're ranging around. We've got 3 days to the monthly close, and we're likely going to get some volatility on that next candle. A bear trap, a wick, a scam, if you will. So this could very easily, in the next monthly candle, wick down, absolutely obliterate everyone, and then go to the moon. And that is exactly what we are expecting. So keep your eyes on that. Make sure you're joining the alpha and the call group, and you're getting the information, because otherwise, you'll be sidelined, and we'll be making profit. And I don't want that, brother. I want to help as many people as I can make generational wealth and find their freedom. That includes you, and you, and you. Also the person that's listening to this in the background, not paying attention, thinking crypto is a scam. Also you. Everybody can make profit, everybody can make money, and you can take control back over your own life. But you have to make the first step. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not even going to get to preaching. Oh my God, you're back. Mama, go somewhere. There's no room for you up here. No. Stay over here if you're gonna come up here. Jesus. Anyway, chat. Hey, bro. Stop playing with me. Sit your ass down. And then you're gonna turn the monitor on me? Stop it! Stay right there. Please. I'll kick you off the desk if you don't. Stay right there. Sometimes I just grab her little face and just shake it a little bit. Not crazy, okay? Don't take that out of context and fucking call PETA on me. Like, nothing crazy. I just come here. See, now you want to back up. Sometimes you just gotta grab them and just, when they're acting up, you know? Look, mama. Look. If you left me alone to do my show, go. No. See, now you're, no, I'm gonna banish you to the ethers. can't even focus and do my show because I have children. These are my children, okay? I know the rest of you, your children have 2 legs, mine have 4. No. Oh my fuck. Casper, you almost hurt yourself, bro. Stop. Stop. I will lock you in the room. Can you please go somewhere? Please. Please. Go mess with your brother. You know what I could do? I'm just gonna do that too, because then she can't even get up here. Yeah, fuck you. Stay over there. Oh my god. Have I lost you guys? Are we still here? We still good? I'm sorry. I'm trying, I swear. Yeah, coming down to the weekly, KAS just as well as BTC. A mess chat. Absolute mess. We definitely want to come down. The question is when and where is that going to take place? And it's a waiting game for us to see the answer to that question. Haha, you can't get up here now. Yeah. Moving the orders around. Give you guys an update real quick. Money. $13,000 profit now. Almost 14. Stopped out of the previous short. Gotta do another one just in case, because I still do think there's potential range around here. Will we break down? Potentially. But I'm not gonna get caught with my pants down. That's for damn sure. Anyway, let's finish out this show real quick so that I can get into this meeting, because that's about to start in like 30 minutes here, actually. The weekly is ready to come down. There is strong divergence on the RSI. It's a bit abysmal, a little far back for it to even be current, so we're not going to pay too much attention to that, but it is there. The weekly Stokes and Div is looking to come down. We've already got the curvature and turnover on that. We're still above the 80 line though, so the drop is imminent. It's just a waiting game now. Very likely from the look of this trend for us to potentially come down at least halfway, if not more, back down to the swing low, which is around where our take profit is. We're looking for about 8 cents at least, because that does line up with the support off of a book map, if you guys are already taking a gander on that. Excuse the funkery when I had to change and fix the setup. Internet cut out, aside from obviously having to turn the computer off and do all that nonsense. So the data doesn't go as far back as it should be data-ing. Living legend. Hey, that's my boy over there. What's up, Crypto Boxer? Good to have you. Nah, bro. We're not living legends. We're legends living. That was a hit right there. I cooked that up straight off the dome. Straight off the dome. It just felt right. So our resistance that we had at 13 cents for quite a while, there was about 1.52 million sell while ordered there, has pulled out. There is still a bit of resistance there, but it has looked to potentially move down, building up just up and above the 11-cent level. We do have some abysmal support that is coming and going out of the market, likely going to get wrecked. Our main support level, 1.3 million orders here. There was more orders in this area. They have split up and spread them out a little bit now, and they're kind of building into their positions, as you can see here. But there was probably like 3 million in support here prior. Sorry, I can't show you guys. Check the last set of episodes. I mean, there is some support, but it's not super strong. It's not super strong. We've got some scattered support coming and going down below us even more. And then, of course, we do have support all the way down to 1 cent. But God fucking forbid we go down that low. I mean, if we did, we'd make some fucking wife-changing money. Some new tax bracket kind of money. But I'm not sitting here hoping and praying nor waiting on that. I will de-risk and then look to open up a new trade if that is the case, brother. Anyway. Drop down to the daily real quick, and I mean from here, chat, to be completely honest with you, to make it short and simple and sweet, it's pretty much the same as Bitcoin. Everything's the same as Bitcoin. KAS follows Bitcoin to the letter 9 times out of 10, and that's why I love trading it, because it's easy to track. You watch Bitcoin, you're watching KAS. You watch KAS, you're basically watching Bitcoin, and the chart 9 times out of 10 will tell you what the other one is doing at the moment, okay? Yeah, the daily does want to run. There is divergence on our RSI, though, from the price climbing and spiking, thus giving us that rejection. There's still more time to come down. We have broken out of the flag that we were in. We're in a potential sim triangle right now, trying to find some life for a breakup or a breakdown. We did technically hit that profit on there, but the signal and levels for this flag again are still way lower than where we are now. So just gotta wait. We just gotta wait, chat. 4 hours looking messy, lackluster, wanting to try to find something but not finding any love. We are trying to bounce off of the lower end 13-month support level here on the value low. We're barely up and above it. Value low sitting at and or around 9.7, trying to find some love, but not really getting it at this point in time here. No real divergence to tracking a price action, and no signals or setups or plays aside from obviously the breakdown of that sim triangle that we're still seeing playing out now. From there, of course, we have no other signals to play off of potentially. I don't really see signs of a flag to break us up or anything else. I mean, we could look to just, I don't know. There's nothing really there. I'm trying to tell you guys, just gotta wait. We just gotta wait. Again, for my scalpers out there, for my short-term players, people who just can't up themselves, again, get into you some scalp degen longs here, nothing too crazy, and you might find yourself a quick little run up to like 10.05. You know, if you're lucky, 11, and then we're gonna pull back. But otherwise, just sit on your hands and wait for the next opportunity if you miss the breakdown, because now is not the time to long. You might as well be longing with the whales down at the support, not right here when we're caught in the middle of a rock in a hard place. Because God forbid when the FOMC meeting opens up, we'll dump 2% and climb 2% in the same fucking candle and still shit the bed and go the other way. So keep that in mind, chat. Coming down to the 5-minute and hour side-by-side overlay, you get a bit of a better look at the setup here. 5 minutes still looking to dump, drag, and pull to the side, with the 1 hour trying to find some legs but struggling. We're very likely going to wick back down, look to make some more ranging on the bottom of this lower end candle before we look to try to continue this subtle climb back up here as we wait out the FOMC meeting and the news for the day. Bitcoin is doing the same. Like I said, if you're watching KAS, you're watching Bitcoin. The candles may not look exactly the same, but the reactions, the movement, the play, the systematic approach, always the same. It's always the same. It's beautiful. You'll have other coins that will move inverse to Bitcoin or move counter to it or be slow in their reactions. But I've always thought since I started this journey that KAS investors are very, very smart. I like to think so. KAS investors are smart. I give them the benefit of the doubt any day. Sometimes they will move ahead of the market. And I love to see that. The setup will be there, the breakdown will be there, and KAS will start moving ahead of time, bro. And then when the move happens, KAS goes fucking crazy, bro. When the dumps dump, they're there. When the pumps pump, they're fucking there, bro. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's amazing. That's more or less the alpha, guys. That's more or less the nitty gritty. I'd love to sit around and do a lot more, have the show run for a lot longer. But like I said, I've got a meeting. I'm waiting on a package that might fucking be here, and I hope it didn't get stolen. Amongst other things. Actually, to be completely honest with you, let me check on this. I don't want my shit to get stolen. I don't know if I have to sign for this or anything either. Bitch. Talking about you can't track my package. Can't track my package, my ass. That's what the tracking number's for. Stop playing with me. Bruh. See, that's sus then. Did it get delivered? I gotta go check on that in a second, bro. Because that shit could be in the front of my house. I don't want my shit to get stolen, dude. Give me a second, chat. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm actually gonna run downstairs and see if the package is here, because I'll be damned if that shit gets stolen. Well, my package is in here, but they don't have the shipping info. Wait a minute, brother. This is sus. I was just looking at this earlier. What do you mean you can't see the package? Bro, that is sus. That's weird, dude. Bro, let me find out these fucking monitors got stolen. What? I'll figure it out later. It is what it is. Bro, who the fuck is this guy? You're getting banned. You're getting banned. You're getting banned. I need a mod in chat. There's no mods in chat. I'm gonna get over there. Who the fuck is this guy? Get out of here, bro. Get the hell out of here. Advertising your fucking scam viewers in my chat. I'll be damned. Yeah, but that's about all she wrote, chat. I mean, we've got the alpha, we've got the TA, we've got the levels. That's pretty much it. Yep, there goes camera again. 30-minute call out. I could put it on unlimited time, but it's gonna murk the battery. I don't wanna, you know what I mean? I was like, anyway. And Bitcoin dominance is messy. Total T is messy. Not too much to see or wait on there. Yeah, FOMC is in a little bit here. Oh, that's at 1. I thought it was at 1:30. Damn, that's about to start in a little bit anyway. Yeah, we're gonna have to get out of here. I got this meeting too, bro. Shit. Did we already get the link to the meeting? I gotta try to find that a little bit here. Because I gotta join that meeting in a second here. I can't find that link. Unless it was deleted from the chat. I'm not sure. They were still flagged out ranging around in there. Gonna DC more into these longs here in a second. Just letting it ride, chat. Just letting it ride. Just a little bit at a time. So we'll add to that a little bit. I say a little bit, but we're gonna add to it like a little substantially. Move this stop up. Probably right under there, to be honest. Oh, shit, not that. $10. $55. That's not bad. We'll end up moving that up as that moves up as well. Just continue to chase that price action. There she is, chat. There she is, actually, now that I notice. Does that look the same over here? Yes, it does. We shall see. We shall see. Of course, I will keep you guys updated in the chat. So like we've said today a couple of times, if you haven't already, make sure that you're getting involved. Make sure that you're checking us out. Whether you guys are going to find me over in my community, which is going to be seeing some changes, some redevelopments, some adjustments, to say the least. But whether or not you guys are finding me in my community, whether or not you guys are finding me with and around the blocks, or on the next episode of Building Blocks with Sebastian, as always, of course, it's been a real one. I've appreciated you guys' time. We're live for, I mean, if you include the mess from before, the debacle, about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours, give or take. But Like I said, chat, I'd love to make another long one, have another masterclass, but we're going to keep those rolling on the next one. We will let you guys know in advance when we are going to have episode number 2. Very likely next week anyway. But that's all she wrote for the show. Of course, as always, everybody, my name is Sebastian. I appreciate you guys' time. If you haven't, make sure that you drop a like, leave a comment, and share with some friends and family so you guys aren't missing out. You're spreading the love, spreading the knowledge, helping other people change their lives for the better. And of course, we will see you on the next episode. I'm going to send you guys on out of here. Much love. Take care.
I'll see you guys in